Although the dream of having a fully realized PvE mode is no more, the new Overwatch season is shaping up to be the biggest one yet. There's a new co-op event, new maps, a whole hero mastery system, a new firing range, an entire new game mode, and even a new support hero to enjoy. The only problem is that all this content has been advertised for next season, because the developers knew that season 5 would be premium grade filler. Instead of these long awaited additions, we get a mode that was in Counter-Strike 11 years ago. The on fire system is re-added into the game, and Korea can become overcast sometimes. To be entirely fair however, Blizzard did manage to nerf Widow into the Shadow Realm, as well as slightly tone down Junker Queen, so she can't just single-handedly kill God. Roadhog was thankfully given a well-needed treat this season as well, and although he won't be able to kill the other team to save his life, they sure as hell won't be able to kill him either. Quite mercifully, Lifeweaver was also given a power increase this season, increasing his healing and damage, as well as being able to yoink his teammates across half the map slightly more frequently. Unfortunately, they still haven't fixed the bug where your teammates tell you to go fuck yourself every time you pull them, and another strange bug that will see a player's win rate drop to 0 if they ever decide to do any form of damage. Lifeweaver's Thorn Volley might just be the very definition of opportunity cost, and when you come to think of it, Blizzard should know all about doing one thing at great expense to another. Speaking of expenses, the new Battle Pass has just dropped, and fans of fantasy can finally rejoice. In this season of Bottom Gear, Orisa becomes a bird, Hammond becomes a bee, and Sombra gives you a sexual awakening. On the upside, all 3 of Tracer's mythic skin variants actually slap pretty hard, but on the downside, the last goddamn hero who needed another skin is a character who has this much of a scuffed voice line.
It's called a marathon, but once I do it, they'll call it a Tracer-thon. Yeah!
However, it's not all bad news for this update, as seeing as though players seem to have a severe case of rose-tinted goggles for the first few seasons of Overwatch, the developers have listened to their feedback and decided to buff the ever-living shit out of crowd control. Funny Cowboy Man now gets to disable movement abilities with his magic grenade, and May becomes even more insufferable by being able to slow enemies by 50% indefinitely. Satire truly is as dead as the channels who make it. The one feature not returning from Overwatch 1 is the 6-player team sizes, because there's no way in hell you could possibly find more than 2 people per game to subject themselves to the misery of playing a tank into this shit. Overall 8 out of 10 pretty good season.